morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I was like busy picking fabrics. This is where we get to do the nitty gritty stuff. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello, welcome in. Hold on, where's the other chat? There we go. Hey, who's out here? You guys have been busy. Holy moly, I've been here lost in the shop. Hello, Pat Ada. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Pat Riemann Schneider. Hello, Gwenny. Hello, Jen. Good afternoon. She says, hello. You must be like on my time, or you're in the UK because it's 1 p.m. my time. I'm thrilled to finally I'm thrilled you're here too. Sorry. Hello, Valerie. Hello, hello. Pat Strawhouse. Hello, hello. I'll be lurking, joining from sunny and hot Muskoka. It is actually kind of cloudy here. Hold on, let's go to the outside cam. Cloudy and muggy. I think it's like 22 or something like that. So, but I got all the windows open. It's good enough. It's good enough. Hello, Charlotte Poe. Hello, Balloonist. Hello, Flicka Chicka. It's sunny and hot here. Oh, yeah, where are you, Jen, in Nova Scotia? I am too. Picto. Balloonist and Strawhouse and Monty. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My Quilt Project. Smile caught up on EM Shelly Sews. Did I miss? But I think we're good on Charlotte Vander. I can't say long time. No worries, no worries. Happy you're here. Happy you're here. Hold on. Oops, sorry. The star of the show, Sophie Lofi. Sophie Lofi. Hey, jeepers creepers. Keep the fingers attached there, babe. Can I get a paw? Oh, all right. There we go. Thanks. How's everybody doing? Bear River, just outside of Digby. Oh, okay. So like on the other end. You're on the other. I think you're near cousin Kevin. We're like Pictou County. Near New Glasgow. Okay, so we should. I think the link to this pattern is in the description below. I hope so. I think so. I'm not sure. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's kind of bright. Sorry. Do. Boo doo doo. It's an itchy nose. Marcus was having a sneezing fit this morning. He must have sneezed like 15 times. I felt really bad for him. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, he poor dude. Yes, it is. Okay, the pattern is in the description below. Okay, it is free, so come and do that with me if you want. One of the reasons why I liked it so much is because it said wedding ring, and I didn't want to do a double wedding ring, but I do like the wedding ring, and with it just a few days ago being Pop and I's 30th wedding anniversary, I thought it'd be very, very appropriate for the month of July. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hello, Lois. How we doing? Okay, so I did just print out more of the middle section that I'm going to be needing. This is what I'm going to do, like super, super scrappy, is the strap right in here. There is another piece on here, the triangle piece that goes this way. I just didn't print off as many as I needed. So I am doing this as a foundation paper piecing. I'm going to piece the fabric onto this strip to make sure I have the exact amount that I need. I've got my whole bag of goodies here to right down to like the itty bitty bits. Kept them all. We'll do something with them, you know. Even that will get in there. A little unicorn, right? So, what you doing, Sophie? Are you looking cute? Are you the cutest puppers there ever was? She says, yeah, Ma. Of course. Of course. Thanks for the cookie. Feel good eating leftover hamburgers? Nice, nice. I didn't have lunch. I kind of had, I got up early and then I had to lay down. And then when I did get up, I just had like some toast. So I'm like, I'm fine till after stream. I'm fine till after stream. Or I got an apple. Actually, I did. Hold on. Well, I did. See, I brought out an apple to have a snack because we are an hour earlier than normal today. So, and the other remnants from the project behind me, that was June's Scrappy Adventure. That one right there, Mountain Majesties. That was Bonnie Hunter's. I called it Life's Path because that's the way it is. And I chose to do that version just because I think it looked really good. I don't have the rows together, but I have all the blocks in a row together. So, what do we think of that? Do we like it so far? Mm-hmm. And then we got our little map of Canada just hanging out down here too. And there is a, yeah, you can kind of see the floppy rope there. Would we change it? Oh, I don't like those two for some reason. Oh, there's one in between. Okay, there's a color section in between. They're not even the same fabric, but that's fine. That goes in between. It'll be fine. Jen, I'll be enjoying Nova Scotia weather. I move into my new home on Fundy in Cumber Island County on August 1st. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to come and visit. We're all crashing Pat's house. You love it? Okay. I didn't really see anything too much, but I literally had just got the rows together. So like I got the blocks to form the rows, not sewing the rows together. So, and these are all the bits left over. So one was going to make the back to this quilt, right? And the others, what were left over, we're going to make Sophie Lofi a brand new quilt for her bed. So, okay, because I want her to have a little scrappy one. Hey Sass, hey Georgia, hello Cheryl, hello everyone, she says. And mine too there, Pat Strawhouse. I hope you know that. Any of yous. Door's always open. Hello there, Alice, Stitching Quilts and Floss. Hello, hello. I'm putting together leftover tri-tips, chopped up potatoes, Roma tomatoes, and bell peppers in the slow cooker. Minus the bell peppers, but yeah, all that sounds absolutely delicious. And I would love to have some. So this is a Scrappy Wedding Ring template. So this actually forms just rings. So you got 4 blocks that are going to come together. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? The flippity flop, flop, flop. And that ends up becoming like a ring. Okay. And then what I want to do is have a bunch of color all in this main part here. And then this, I thought about, I could try and do scrappy black, and then the outer triangular part that I didn't print one because I didn't feel I needed it right now. Sorry. That I would try and do scrappy white. So just trying to use up everything. So we got lots of color going on this side. We got some black going on in here, and then some white on this side. So I'm not going to try and add any black or white into the color strips that I want. It's just going to be all the like colored fabric, right? So it's all just going to be, all this is going to make up our blocks, right? So, and like usual, since the January, I've tried to, oops, left my wallet open. Try and incorporate fabrics that I used in the first quilt into the second quilt, to the third quilt, to the fourth and fifth, and you know, this is the sixth, seventh. This will be the 7th one. So right, so. Okay. All right, so I'm using more on the crafty side scissors, not paper scissors. The red bell pepper is because my little deli across the street had no carrots. No carrots? What? That's so sweet there, Georgia. So really I only want bees. Right now I just want to focus on the bees part of this, and I'm going to be attaching my fabric. I'm going to be placing it on this side, sewing it, and then making sure I have enough to, you know, cut that out to be the pattern that I need, right? So how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Thank you very much for joining me early today. I thought, why not? And these, like I said, these ones are going to try and be black, scrappy black, these triangles here, but I'm just going to put them off to the side. So we're just going to, we need to cut a few of these out so we can get some sewing done. Okay. Little templates. I have, I think I was going to make 12, because that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it was 12. No, 16. I had 16, because we were going to go across and down, so that was 16 blocks. So we'll see what it looks like. Right? It may not be overly huge. I may add some more. So hello Patty G, how's it going? Cheers everybody. Cheers to you. Thanks for joining me. Going into lurk mode, taking my speaker into my garage, still purging and packing. When did they come? When did they come to collect all your treasures? And I think you're doing some camping in between. Oh boy, did we have thunderstorms last night. Lit up the sky. Power went out off and on like 3 times. Was not a good thing for our systems, let me tell you. We were already struggling this week as it was. It was like, holy moly. Like, lit up. It scared me out of a sleep. Like, pew. I was like, I do not want that to ever happen again. That was crazy. Did you suffer some of that too there, Jen? I think it must have come your way first. I was looking at the map this morning. It was like, holy. And Sophie was like, Mom, I'm not comfortable, Mom. I need some petting, Mom. I'm like, okay. All right, let's leave those. We can handle those ones another time. Let's cut like 4, and then we'll work on 4. Okay? Oops, sorry. Yeah. So what's everybody up to today? What's everybody up to? Like I said, the link to the pattern is in below. Okay, here, let's just clean up my desk a little bit. I know how some of you are. Okay, so these are squares for making the back to this quilt we're working on right now. These are all the fabrics that we used in it. Not all of them are going to get used because these are 8.5-inch cuts, right? So, but nope, none here. Thankfully, yeah. Oh, it was rocking. And a lot. Well, the boys both sleep with sleep app machines, so it was like both Pop and Marcus were not happy campers. And we're having very intermittent internet issues for. I guess it really kind of started on Tuesday afternoon, and you know, we didn't really kind of figure it out, and then yeah, Wednesday we were trying to troubleshoot it, you know, whatever, and I guess Pop went downstairs and said, oh, something's wet, and then we didn't quite realize, or I didn't quite realize at the time, that it was our air conditioner unit leaking through I don't know, through the floors, a hole in the pipe. I'm not sure whether the critter chewed it. I don't know. So anyways, that was all fun to deal with on Thursday. Not. Hello, Joyce. Okay, so well, we have these bits here, and we're just going to add some color. Like I said, I don't want black. I don't want white in these strips. And these strips are going to form a very colorful circle in a 4-block radius, okay? So, but you don't have to have them this way. You could have them so they were all like this and this and this. I mean, take inspiration where you want to, or you can, and have some fun. It's just a free pattern, and it's by Sew Up. I think it's Teresa Down Under. So think about them. Oh, I heard about that too. Yeah, that flash flood. It was a camp or something like that. I know, that was so sad. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, just hoping for those people. So, sorry. Welcome in, Joyce. Welcome in. Hello, Vicky. Oh, where's the mouse? Did you get your email from Pop to figure out your patterns? He says it was in the system wrong for some particular reason. So, movers by to be pick up week of July 21st. New, hold on. New owners take possession July 26th. Okay, so 5 days in between. I'll be camping on the way to Nova Scotia, including a few days near my new home. Furniture delivered August 6th, 8th-ish. No storage. Yeah, fantastic. Good for that. It takes them a little longer. They got a lot to deal with, right? So is your stuff going on another truck, or is it just a truck all yourself? We had so much crud, it was a truck all ourselves. So, hey, Heather. How you doing? We have a generator that cuts in as soon as power cuts out, so hubby doesn't notice his machine. Yeah, I would love to. I've said for a couple of years now, we've got to get like a jackery or something for the boys, just for such situations where it's charged, it's beside the bed. All they have to do is take their little CPAP machine, go boop, and then push the button, and back to sleep. In the cold nights, in the hot nights, whatever happens, right? I can't imagine that, Georgia. I can't imagine that. My heart breaks for those people. I think I saw a clip of a girl in a tree, stuck in a tree. But because the way the waters rose up so high, she got there, caught herself, managed to catch herself, and then the waters came down. She was still like 10 feet above the ground. Like flash floods, that's crazy to get that water so high. Yes, we did, but I didn't have a button. We had it set up yesterday, and then we had like 4 or 5 power outages, so all the information got kaboobled. So yes, I do. Hold on, I will put it on this camera here so you can see, but it's on my phone. Pop always sends me an image of it, so it's all, you know, all good. Hold on, I just don't want her email being seen, so turn it here. Yes, we do have a winner for the one behind me. Okay. All right. Drum roll, please. Truck just for mine. Wanted later delivery so I can plan locations for furnishings before they deliver. So, yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Hey, Heather P., how's it going? I know, it does. You barely have a chance to just figure out what's going on. All of a sudden, it's raining like crazy, right? Oh, wrong one. Shoulder. Okay. There we go. Della Badger won the quilt behind me. Della Badger. Congratulations, Della. I will contact you later today after stream, and we will figure out what you would like me to do with it. Hello, Confident Quilter. They're using how? Thank goodness. I was hoping they would get them in. 24 feet of water rose in 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, she was mad at somebody that day. So there you go, Flo. Unfortunately, it was not you. I'm sorry. But congratulations, Della. Della Badger, you're the one. The one, the path behind me up. Indeed. So there you go. And she said her Scrappy, what she would like to see is a log cabin. So we'll probably put that on the list because we were taking the suggestions for people. The double wedding ring was on the list, but like I said, I didn't want to do quite a wedding ring because it's a little complicated to get those templates for free, right? So, and even the paper ones are a little eh. So when I found this one by Teresa Down Under, I was like, hey, that's the bee's knees. And if you didn't want to do it in a ring per se, you could do it so they were all going in one direction or have them coming in so they were like a ripple coming in, or I don't know. You can make them look like they were big donuts or Cheerios or bagels. I don't know. Whatever, right? So I call dibs on July. My quilt project. It's gonna look pretty, I think. I mean, just think with all the little color right in here, and then the black, and then the white, and then just making those colors pop. In my mind, it looks pretty. I just hope it turns out that way. So, all right, let's get started. So, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're putting our fabric on the back side. So, when we have our little image here, we're not losing our place. So, we don't want to cover all this with fabric because then we're like, well, where do we cut it out? So, we want to make sure we're putting it on the back side. And you can work from the center out. I think that might be the smartest move to do. I thought about having a consistent fabric like we did for January's. We had that lobster. A lobster fabric was in every dash and dot block. So, you didn't see anything in your mailbox? Well, that's weird. Because I know he said he sent it to you. It was unless your email was VIV, because he thought it was a spelling mistake. So, hello, Sophie. What are you doing? Yeah. So I was trying to think of, do I want a consistent fabric through all 16 blocks, like to start off in the center? And I'm like, then what would it be? Like, what color would it be? I don't want to use, like I said, a black or whatever. So, well, I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, Gladys. Would you like me to turn the light off? I could turn the light off. Would that be better? I don't want to use the black. Hi, Sophie. Hi. Oh, we got somebody else. See, I mean, like, there's such tiny, tiny little bits here. Ooh, I have scrappy red. Ooh, is there not enough to do that for all of them, though? Is the light bothering everybody? Because I'll turn it off if it is. So, maple leaf in the middle. That's a good idea. You know what? I did grab something. It was left over from Miss Allison's project to the quilt shop. She made a flag, a Canadian flag, and then all the bits and bobs of Nova Scotia. So maybe I did have that. I could use that. A little chunk of that. I think it's going to be amazing, and I think it should be mine. Well, maybe if you guys look at this all day, and you don't have to look at my face. How's that? That make you happy? Cheers, everybody. Would you make another on this? Yeah, I've done one already there, Patty G. It was the Mount Majesty's. It was a few years ago, probably like maybe 6, I guess. And we really liked it. We really liked it. So yeah, I thought maybe because we had a nice big chunk of this, it could definitely do like 16 blocks. If I could just kind of get maybe like, can I get like the mousse and maple syrup? I don't know if that would come across evenly. You know what I mean? Like we might be nipping off the moose's antlers and be chopping off the hockey sticks, but I mean, we could go for the beaver. We could try and we'd be losing a bit of the maple leaf in the beaver's feet, but you know. Let's see what we have. Or we could do a combination. Let's see what we got. Because we got 16, right? So, I don't know. I was like, is that a little too silly? But I really liked it. I really liked the idea. Oh, thank you, Heather B. I appreciate that. Hi, I love to sew. Lighting is great for me, please. Yes, please. Yeah, okay. All right, then I will. I'll use this then. I grabbed it as soon as I saw it in the bunch. I'm like, oh, this would be fun to put that in every block. But I'm glad you guys agree with me on that one. Okay, all right. What, Sophie Lophie? Up on your bed. Up on your bed. Up, up. Up, up. I'll get you a treat, but you got to get up there. Up, up. Up, up. Up, buddy. Up, 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 up. Thank you. Okay. What's this? What's in here? This is beef recipe chewy meaty sticks. Is it in his hand? No. What hand is it in? Which one? Are you sure? There we go. Oh, hi, the memory too. Hello. I think just chop it up and get what you get. Don't. Oh no. Okay. All right. You know what? I like that idea there, Tracy Albert. I like that idea. Just let her rip, eh, babe? All right. First, we'll add a little bit of heat. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a bit right. Okay. How about that? Is that okay? Yes, she certainly does. She certainly does. Okay. So we'll press this up a little bit and we'll just pop some in there, do some cutty cuts. We'll start with a chunk for the center, right? Like we'll just pop something in there, right? It'll all match in the end. We'll add some heat love into this. Okay, so it is a free pattern. Teresa Down Under very kindly is gifting this pattern to everybody. There is a triangle part here, but I just didn't print it off. I only kind of printed off what the majority of what I was going to want to focus on for today here. So, and then this section here where it's like the pie shape is going to be scrappy black, and then that outside part I think I'm going to try and make it as scrappy white as possible. So. We'll see what ends up coming out of it. You never know. So, because we'll try and just do some, and just put a piece in the center. Okay. Did everybody have a good holiday, whether you were Canadian holiday or the Independence holiday? What was that? That was yesterday, right? Yes, the 4th. Happy 4th of July. I hope the little mooses with the Canadian maple leaf like right on them. I was like, oh, you're just so cute. Alright, let's grab our little mat so we're not gouging our big mat unnecessarily. She's in the garden. Okay, I hope she's having a great day out in the garden, puttering about. Okay, so let's just chop this off because we don't want to have any accidental salvage in there. Okay, and let's just I don't know, let's just start with a piece. Okay. We'll go on this side. Okay. Oh, actually, you could probably get, yeah, that could at least go twice. Okay, so let's do that. Waste not, want not. Okay. So make sure that's within the lines, right? And then we're just going to add another piece over on this side and finish up here, another piece over on this side and finish up there, okay? And this is where like all the little crazy bits come into play, right? Crockpot's all set. Let's see. Sorry if I missed a return. Hello. New meds for my dog didn't work, and there were fireworks until 2 a.m. I'm dragging. Oh no, we had lightning. I guess it could have been fireworks, but it definitely was lightning. My goodness, it lit the sky up like nobody's business. All right, so we're gonna just kind of sew here, and then we'll flip, and then we'll get another piece to, and we'll just fill it up. We're just gonna end up filling it up. So sometimes we're gonna get little small bits. Sometimes we're gonna get bigger bits. We're going to go over to the sewing machine here. We're going to drop our stitch down to about like 1.5, I think is usually common. Does anybody do smaller than 1.5? It is so pretty, isn't it there, Heather? I like it. I like it. Well, we always try to find some free ones for you. Just do a little finger press, okay, and then we'll grab some more fabric. It might be easier for you working on your table like this, or it may not be, right? Okay, we got a little bit of blue with some stripe here. I love this fabric. I love this fabric. It's one of my absolutely favorites. I hope Mona likes it too. If not, I'll be very sad. And I'll just use my scissors to trim up anything that I need. Okay, so I want to kind of, make sure don't want to be filling up too much with just one piece here. So, hello, Lorraine, how you doing? Hello, Giovanna. Hi, Lauren. Happy belated. Thank you very much. It was lovely 30 years. I can't believe somebody, wants to tolerate me for that long. All right, we can probably nip off this. I feel truly blessed. I truly blessed that someone loves me that much in my life. I really do. Ooh, we have this left over from, where's that from? What did we do that we made that? Almost looks like a fish. But it's all raw edged. What was it? What did we do? Was that part of Sarah Lynn's name when we did her pillow thingy? I'm so confused right now where that is from. It's got a lovely curve to it. Can anybody riddle me that? Where is this from? What did we do that I made that? Because that's pretty. But it has too many raw edges, so I can't really include it in there. So, ooh, I like that. That's all sewn with tucked in edge. Let's iron that up and put it on there. Thank you very much. Yeah, Canada Day was our 30th. Yeah, it was quite a fast adventure as far as I'm concerned in my eyes. Oh, here's probably this too here. And you can pressure paper, right? You can pressure paper nice and flat, you know, and you know, put your fabric on there. I'm going to see if I can get this in here. Can we flip that? Ooh, okay, we'll need a little bit, a smidgen there of another color, but that's okay. I like that. I like that. Oh, Tina, welcome in. Welcome in. It's a free pattern. It's in the description below. It's from Teresa Down Under, and she very kindly has shared it with all of her loving and adoring followers on YouTube. And since those were no raw edges on that, I thought, let's toss her in the pile, baby. Hello, Jackie. How you doing? Okay, so let's flip. Oh, I sewed it so I had enough. There we go. It's not the bee's knees. Okay, but I want to make sure that I'm not going to lose that corner. So let me just do like a finger press. And then what I like to do is put like a little corner stitch right in there to make sure that when I go to trim this, it's not going to flop or anything or get tucked under or whatever, you know. So I'm just going to do like a little backwards L or V in those little corners, okay? And it's just in the seam allowance where you're going to sew. It's going to be tucked in anyways. And then that way I feel like I'm going to keep some really nice sharp corners on this. I'm going to be better off in the long run if I do this. Okay, then when we trim it up. Oh, that's going to be pretty. All right, now we're going to go over on this side and work that way. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That's where I like to hang out. Mom, Pop, Kitchen, and that's my name. Yeah, so, cheers. Yeah, tack stitch. It's going to be pretty. I think it's going to be pretty. And a little bit of, you know, Canada's, you know, in the center there. All right, what do we got for the other side? Let's go on through to the other side. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? No, we have yellow over there. Let's hold off on the yellow. Let's pull out some. He needs a little green or something. Here, what do we got? What do we got? What's this? Let's put a little bit of this on there. Un momento. Okay, here, this got a couple of little greens on there. So let's right here. Maybe let's do a little like that. Get a little curve there too. Oh my! Oh, I thought you said my internet. I was like, we just got like a new modem. Please don't tell me your internet is that bad right now. It's been such a stressful week in regards to that. Yeah. The other one kind of got fried by the air conditioner unit dripping on it. So that was fun. To find that out in like 37, feels like 37 degrees outside weather. That was not a good time. Not a good time. Okay, we got a little peach here. Got a little peach. Got a little peachy here. I think it's, well, peachy pink. Was a festival. Hey, Midnight Wolf over on Twitch, how you doing? There was a festival down in Pictou yesterday. I was off to the post office to mail off some goodies, and I was having a hard time finding a parking space. I'm like, where do all these people come from? And I'm like, oh yeah, we want them. They're tourists. We want the tourists. Please come, tourists. How you doing there, Midnight Wolf? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hold on. I'm trying to find some scrap, but I don't know what other color to add there. I don't want orange. What do I want? What do I want? Ooh, what about this blue? Oh, yeah, there we go. We'll try a little bit of that. Oh, not bad. Not good. No! It was kind of funny because on the Tuesday stream, the one that the boys had finished setting up for the shop, the tube wasn't like flat laying outside, so it kind of backed up and was kind of peeing in the shop a little bit, right? So and that got me to thinking, where does the one in the house leak to or drip to, right? Because I don't know. I thought about it. I'm like, I don't go in the basement. Basement's like a no-no. Don't do that. So which got Ken to thinking when we had started having internet issues the next day. So it's like, oh my goodness. Hey, Miko, how you doing? Welcome in. Happy Saturday. We are an hour earlier today. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. We're still going to the regular time. I just wanted to start earlier because I wanted to. Okay, so is this little white tip here going to be part of my, no, I don't need it. So I don't, no panic mode there. And is that gonna, it looks like it could. So let's still get another piece in there, even though we may not see it and it might be hidden salvage, but we'll still need it anyways, right? Or I could trim this a little bit so you get a peek. I think I'll do that. I'll trim this a little bit and then we get a peek. Okay. Current temperature is 90 today. I don't think it's that bad on outside. Hold on. Oh, looks like some of the clouds are clearing up. Oh, looks pretty out there. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? See, Pat Strawhouse took that song literally, and she became my neighbor. Cup, move to Nova Scotia, I say. It's beautiful. There's so many houses up for sale on Highway 376. Just like Google it. There's so many. Oh, there we go. Oh, check that out. Make do and mend. That might get in there. That might get in there. Make do and mend. Isn't that cute? Okay, so that is our first arch. Let's go to the table and we'll trim it out. Okay, hold on. First, let's tickety-tack. Not to be confused with my tic-tac, tickety-tacks. Hello, Barbara. How you doing? Happy Saturday. So the winner of June's project behind me here was Della Badger. So Della Badger, if you happen to be in the chat right now, I don't want to trigger people with my scrappy pile. So I'm just going to try and kind of keep it off to the side a little bit. Because the last thing I want to do is, you know, make people upset by the clutter. Okay. To me isn't clutter, but, you know. All right, so let's give this a good heat press to get everybody together as one unit. I don't know how far some of them back of them go, Allison. There's a few really nice ones, like literally right on the way as we were headed to treatment the other day, like to infusion treatment. So, cheers, everybody! Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay, so let's do this, and we'll be, this is a blade I needed to, like, in circulation, get rid of, right? You know what I mean? Or trim off to something else as a paper piecer. So I'm fine with this one being able to cut the paper, okay? So I am going to keep my fingers away from the blade, and in fact, if you may be scared or something, maybe you can always put, like, a little ruler to hold it, and then you follow it along. Or just get a good old pair of snippers. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I made this out of my first Scrappy adventure of, I think it was 17. I started the bottom like a little, I don't know, I just kind of like a little foot, like a little, and then I just curved it up as I went. So this was a January project. This was a February project, and this was a March project, which this one ended up being my green Bargello. My green Bargello quilt is what was left over from this. Because there's green beans on here, there's peppers, or I don't know. There's all sorts of fun stuff. So thank you. I use it for all sorts of, usually scrappy projects. Kind of load what I want in it. It's like my shopping basket for around the shop. I load it up. You know, I could have made it into a rug or whatever, but I wanted to make something that was going to be useful around, so. Okay. Hey, Jill Dell. Hi, not here for long. Going out to look for a missing cat. Oh, no. Oh, not your cat, though? Oh. Well, that's nice of you to go and try. I like seeing how you manage the scraps. The bag looks great for keeping the... Well, it does. And then you can just kind of like close it and overlap it and it just kind of disappears. Just like tuck it away. It'll be okay. Sorry. Alright, so I am going to try and keep my fingers away. Where's my goggles? Protective eyewear. It's one of my favorite scrappy projects that I've made with my scraps. That I've kept for myself. There's every other one has been my favorite what I've given away. Okay, just following the line. And I wouldn't dismiss this stuff. You still could, you know, be using that other bits and bobs for things. Okay, there we go. Nice curve there. Keeping my fingers away from the blade. Following the arch the best I can. I suggest doing this on a mat like this so you can kind of twist it. Okay. One. And you got little bits in the corner there. Kind of looks like a little sunshine. Sunshine on a cloudy day. Where's the other little? I thought we had a second piece of Canadian there. Somehow I lost him. I lost him! Alright. Here, let's fold this. Yes, welcome everybody. Happy to be here. Happy you are here. There we go. Nice. Or should we try there? Let's try there. Here, let's... now it looks like we're chopping the head off of the moose. I'd rather try and keep more of the beaver then. Okay. Now, here, let's put all these bits and bobs in a pile. Well, we could probably use them for something else. Let's put our collection that we're keeping there. That's our common fabric. Let's get a little chunk of this off here. Hey, Don Stewart. Hey, Sherlock Sows. Sorry, tickle tickle. I was thinking the same trees. Oh, this would be great. Oh, yeah, the smaller one? I think I might have that one too. I'm not struggling, but that would be a good tip. Yes. Thank you, ladies. Okay, so let's put some... Oh, we want to go the back side. Remember, on the back side. Let's try and keep our beaver in there. And then... Is that the... Sometimes it's hard to tell with boutiques that it doesn't really matter. And then some you can tell it's just a little bit faint on one side. So, okay, and I want to make sure that this is going to go... I do love that. It's pretty. Oh, you did there? Maybe that's why the light is a little sensitive to you. If I need the light sensitive. Okay, let's... Uh-oh. What happened there? Like it didn't stitch all the way. What the heck? It started and then didn't. It had a thought and it thought again. Let's try that. I love my 28 cutter. Easier on my... I bet. I love the cordless iron too. It does get really warm though. Well, I mean, it's lovely in the winter time. It sucks in the summer. Because it's like really warm. But it is very handy just to come in, do a little quick press, and then back, right? So here, let's find some more fabric. Let's kind of piece out a few bits to kind of go around. So, but cheers, everyone. Hey, Jane Ritchie. I'm gonna pop that there for a moment. Let's grab some red. but we'll save that for a little bit, maybe down the path here. And then we have, ooh, beautiful musical fabric. Ooh, I was gonna save the, I wasn't gonna use black and white in here. Can I get it so it's just the instruments? That look okay? Well, I do have the white behind there, so... Okay, but we'll give that a space before we put that instrument in. Hello there, Miss Tracy Provis. Good to see you, my dear. Okay, so we'll put that and that in there. Let's move this off to the side. Let's grab somebody else that we're going to put in the pile here. Oh, we got to have some pink camo. We got to have some pink camo. Flatten that up. Flatten these guys up too while I'm at it. Yeah, it is a little warm in here, but I don't want to turn the AC unit on. I'd rather have the windows open and stuff than that at the moment. Let's grab some orange. What else do we need in here? A little bit of green. Yeah, let's grab some green. This was a leftover Dresden from, I don't know, maybe some sort of table runner I made or something. I really like the green though. Look how pretty that is with the little swirl. Hold on, maybe there. Isn't that pretty? Such a lovely little swirl on that one. I was like, ooh, I'm keeping you. You look pretty. Alright, so here I am going to add the orange to this side. Okay, let's scoot that there. Add some orange to here. So we just want to make sure we're staying within the lines. That's why we kind of gave ourselves a nice grace to go around our seam allowance there. It is pretty, isn't it? Hello, Pam Handmade. How you doing? This is how I'm popping all chatters. How's it going? Welcome in. Okay, now let's add the musical notes and the violin and a horn. French horn? No. Bugle? I'm not sure. What is that? What's that look like? All you musical people out there. That looks like a violin, for sure. Here. Let's try and go a little bit this way. Oops, I popped my thread out. Whoa. Listen, buddy. Listen, buddy. Get back in there. Got my bike out, pumped up the tires. We got some seriously squeaking going on in the back tire area, so I found the WD-40, so I'm gonna lube it up some, and hopefully that'll help. Looks like a trumpet, yeah? Okay, now let's get some pink camo in here just to finish that off. That should be lovely to toss in across. I will break off the paper before putting this all together. Okay, there we go. That looks lovely. Okay, let's tickety-tack our corners just to make sure it stays nice and square and we don't lose any of our lovely points. But there's half a one. And let's get building out a little bit here. I'm using all mix of fabrics. I like to do that with Scrappy. I've got batiks, I've got cottons, I've got flannels. This I won't leave there. Even though this fabric is dark enough to hide it, I'll just do that little trimmy trim off. Okay. Not cutting the paper, just folded the fabric. Okay. So then we got this one here, and then it's just a little pop of green right on the corner there. well, half a trumpet now, right? Right, Lucy. It is not. Unfortunately, that's just the way of Scrappy, babe. That's just the way of Scrap. Can't help it. Okay, is that gonna be enough? Ooh, babe, no. Here, let's use a bigger chunk. Let's use a bigger chunk. It's fine. It's fine. It'll grow back. Don't worry about it. Squeak, 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 right? Yes. Hey, Janelle Stitchery, how you doing? I was watching you and Michelle a little bit this morning. I was knee deep in doing stuff, so I didn't get a chance to chat, but I was lurking. I was lurking. All right, so there is our little curved piece, and now we're just going to chop it out. So it looks like just this one right here, right? Right, I can just hear it. Squeak, 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 squeak. Look at all his lovely nature. Squeak, squeak. If it wasn't for the horrendous cost of postage, I'd mail you a tub of scraps. I'm buried here in scraps and loving it. Well, and that way, you know, it's because the ideas are plenty to use them, right? Like, we're going all the way down to the bitty bobs, right? We got even like a little bit here. Some of that may even get lost in seam allowance. There's a tiny little piece right here, and there's a tiny little piece like right in there. A little tiny corner. It still makes up fabric, right? It still makes up fabric. It's growing so fast. It really has. It's only, I guess, about a year and a half, year and a couple months actually, since I decided to try and let it grow it out a bit. So, but, oh, sorry, I meant to do this one. Apologize. Well, this isn't a wedding ring, there, Lucy B, is it? It's not a double wedding ring. It's just a single wedding ring. And you're right, I do, but not everybody else does. And I would like to share with everybody else, Lucy B. That's what I'd like to do. The pattern's in the description below there, Lucy B. If you'd just like to go click on it, there you go. You don't have to have an AccuCook cutter. You can have a free pattern. It's in the description below. Just in case you didn't know. There. 2. Dun, dun, dun. And you can, like I said, well, you can have them anyway, because you got this part, and then this part's going to be Scrappy Black, and then this upper triangle part's going to be Scrappy White. Okay, so we got 2. Next, put more of our Canadian loveliness here. Let's see if we can actually get the mousse this time. There we go. Move our bits and bobs. Let's try some, can we get some orange on there? Is that going to be enough? Maybe not. Okay, let's try this here. Let's keep that. What else we got here? Let's use this. Ooh, here, we're going to have that one. Look at that little Pegasus part there. That'll be cute. Ooh, some purple. Purple. And if you have like tiny bits, you can make bigger bits, right? You can put those bits together and sew them, and then they become a bigger bit, and then they become a bigger bit. Hey, Annette, found you on my feed. My grandma did all her wedding rings this way. Did she? That's lovely. This is a Scrappy Wedding Ring template. I didn't print the other triangle part though, but my main focus is to have this arch here full of color, like just like this. And then we'll use Scrappy Black for the triangle part, and for the pie shape part, and then for the other triangle-y part, we're going to use like Scrappy White. So that's the plan anyways. Hopefully it'll work. Let's get some green. Let's see here. I'll use some green. All right, let's put this down. Use a little Pegasus here. Yeah, it definitely came down with the rain last night. My goodness. I haven't seen the sky light up like that in a long time. Yeah, exactly. A little bit bigger, a little bit bigger, and a little bit bigger. And so on, and so on. Quart of milk, a pound of butter, a loaf of bread. That's what happens. Hey, let's use this. Hey, that's from our, hold on. That was the, March. The March, Adventure Awaits one. So let's put that on there. Are they going to be upside down? Upside down seahorses are just fine. Actually, no, we'll try and put them this way. Put them on an angle. We'll put the seahorses on an angle. Alright, let's finger press this. Ooh, actually, they kind of turned out up. Right set up? Right set up. Yeah, right set up. Okay, now, what do we want? Let's add some cars. And cars. And cars. Hello there, Miss Helly. How you doing? Welcome in. How are you doing, Miss Helly? How's Denmark today? How's the land of the Denmark? And poor Enzo's got to go on a diet. Aw, poor buddy. Living his best life, and now he's got to lose a couple of kilos or something. A couple pounds. And I bet he's just a talker, too. Oh, feed me. Too funny. All right, there's one side. Now let's build out their other side. All right, just need to pick a color. Ooh, some pink. Let's grab some pink here. Let's cut this on an angle here. What, on and off? Yeah, we were here too, so. What did the doctor say? How did your transfusion go? Okay, well, I don't want that whole piece to be green, so I'm going to kind of sneak in here. So it's not such a big chunk of green. And I want to add a little bit of this plum. I guess that's a plum color. Yeah, and you're here now, exactly. All right, so that's good, but I don't want to leave that there because I can make something with that. I'm not sure when, but it'll go in the pile. Here, let's give this a little press here for a moment. Sorry if the desk is triggering to you. It's hard to collect fabrics and figure out what you want without picking them all up and cuddling them all. Ooh, orange. Sprat. Sprat orange. Let's go. There. I am using a smaller stitch. I've gone down to like 1.5, just a straight stitch. I just have my regular foot on my machine at the moment. I was finding the walking foot that I purchased very irritating, so I went back to my regular. Okay, let's go here, and we need, let's add a little touch of yellow. Do we have any yellow? We do. Okay, let's put a little smidge across there. Put it on an angle. There we go. And we'll just trim off the extra. Hey, Michelle the Quilter. Hi, Mama Pop and Sophie Lovey. Hi, friends in chat. Yes, exactly. Quick recovery. Yep. speedy recoveries. How's Michelle today? Nothing so new so far, and only got 1 bag of blood, so that's almost what they took. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay, I'm just cutting the extra off so I can use that orange somewhere else. I'll snip my hand. What a dork. Okay. And then we're gonna tack those edges just right around in here. Do. Cut. And here and cut. Oh, I already did that one. Okay. And then trim her out. So what's everybody else doing today? Since you know what I'm doing. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to tidy up as I go. I don't need the comments or the messages about how chaotic the desk is. All right. There will be a member Zoom tomorrow on Sunday. So check out the message part of the YouTube channel where it says posts and stuff like that. So watch there for when it will be open. I'll just make a post for everybody so they can see that Zoom is open. Okay, so come hang out. I probably will not be in the shop. I will most likely be in the house. So there's another one. Yay, look at these. Aren't they cute? I'm liking them. Got some nice colors going on. I don't think anything is too cluttery. So in 5-inch squares together and finding out that not all 5-inch squares are created equal. No kidding, right? No kidding. Okay, here, let's, this we can reuse right away because he's a big enough chunk. And this we can reuse because that's a big enough chunk. We'll just cut off our little paper bits. We want to save, he's so cute, isn't he? He missed the cut, unfortunately. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud. Okay. Cheers with me, cuppa. They're going to be cute. I like the common fabric of trying to get a little chunk of something in between, so I'm glad. I'm glad I picked up the Canadian fabric that you had. It just kind of goes with it, you know, Canada Day being this month and our anniversary and, you know, all that sort of fun stuff, right, you know? I like that. That's a nice little golden blue there. So we got some fruit. We got some amazing fruit. Amazing fruit. Here, we'll do it this way. And then when we... Oh, I guess actually the fruits are all over. Okay, I thought they were all in one direction, but they're not. They're fruitful all over. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Oh, my tag fell down. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Kurt crocheting flower squares for a throw. Very nice. There we go. Working on whips for today. A shawl I've left for 8 years. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's okay. You know what? You can't be hard on yourself. I mean, really, there's no point. Well, what good is it going to do anybody? Nothing. Nothing. Nobody's going to do no good about it. Oh, there you are. You're a rebel. Finally find you now. Got some maple syrup. Alright, now let's put this one on the side, like that. Okay. Well, hello there, Mr. Peter. Good afternoon, Mom. Hello, chat. Sorry I'm late. Went to the card shop. Oh, what was at the card shop? Card shop. I'm assuming you don't mean Hallmark cards. Or do you? Hello there, Miss Pauline Frew. How you doing? My brother-in-law had to get blood every 2 weeks. He didn't produce his own blood. Really? The body is such a weird thing, right? Saturday is my whip day. Shiny objects take my attention. I got fabric galore that takes my attention. Gotta make something with it. Oh, thank you, Miss Lori Clark. I'm actually gonna pull that out. So I'm glad you said something. As a fellow Canadian. Hold on, let me pull this out here. If I can unpin it. Oh, let's come here. Come here. I did it as a weekend project last Friday, and then on Wednesday I quilted it up. Hold on. And there she is. I've got a beaver down here and some fishies. I got a couple of sailboats, butterfly, a moose, some paws. Oh, hold on. We got some paws here, a whale, a frog, a bear, some birch trees, a penguin, a fox, shells, and a crab. And we got all of our provinces here. We got Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, Labrador, Quebec, New Brunswick, Ontario, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia, Yukon, Northwest Territories, Nunavut. Okay, and then I had this on the back. And I chose to use what I had left over of this fabric here, and I double quilted it because it's got two layers of batting under here, and I used that as the same fabric as to bind it, so it kind of just finishes it off. So yeah, and those are lots of little tiny islands. That was a lot of cutting out, and I still might have missed one or two. But I was given some really great tips, like using Elmer's glue to keep my little lakes down and couple of my little islands that I needed to stick in place. So yes, thank you for saying something, Lori. Thank you everybody. It was such a big adventure for me. Took me a while to sketch it all out from one spot to the next, to cut it out, to, you know, it was definitely a labor of love, you know, and I was trying really hard to get it done before Kent and I's anniversary, so there's a moose and news. You betcha. You betcha. It was such a good time to put that together, really, and just, you know, fall in love with this country all over again. It was a good way to express my love. Ooh. What we got here? Let's see. Let's pop that over here. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? Welcome in. And then there was a maple leaf in the background too, like behind the territories. So. Let's see. Can we need a little bit more of the seahorse? Let's see if we can use a little bit more of that seahorse on the end here. I'm gonna flip it around. Every little bit matters. Every little bit matters. Cover. Ooh. Just by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Alright, so let's tack that one. Oops, sorry. Get you on the right camera there. Rose Dreamer and Ollie. Problem, I need to go. Okay, we'll go. But Enzo has occupied my office chair. I use it to get around on. I'd say bribe him with treats, but you can't because he needs to lose some pounds. Well, what about Dingle a toy? What about a toy? Will toy get his attention? Speaking of Enzo and toy, here we go. I got the kitty cat fabric. Let's play with a ball. Let's honor Enzo right now. Let's put him in this quilt. Yeah, yes, Brian, you're right. Have you ever seen the look on a cat's face that you tried to... Yeah, it's like, excuse me? I have used something called Steam a Seam. It's a double-sided paper, but a bit like Heat and Bond. But it's a bit sticky, so you can either reposition or hold those TV... Oh, okay, I got you. So it's like a little glue to hold it into place. Especially when it comes to tiny piecing, for sure. Thank you, Michelle the Quilter. I appreciate that. Alright, oops. Well, let's go here. Now, we want to make sure we got to come up like on an angle this way. Let's see what we got. Oh, let's do some peach. Got some peach going on. A bag of potatoes with claws. I can just see that too, that's the thing. A bag of potatoes with claws. He's grumpy. He does remind me a lot of Mr. Clive. So, he does remind me of Mr. Clive a bit. This flumpiness. A picture of Mr. Clyde came up in my Facebook feed the other day. I was like, oh, Mr. Clive. Such a cute cat. Okay, let's do that. Oh, no, we may have to come in a little bit more. There we go. Let's try there. Alright. Okay, that'll do. Let's trim this up here. Have thought of a kitten? Oh, no, we're allergic. We're allergic. We realized that after Mr. Clyde passed away that both Marcus and I were allergic. And Kent definitely was. So it was like, that was not happening again. Nope. Nobody, nope. We had our time with our one cat, and we loved him dearly, and we gave him the best life that he could have from the shelter. So that we did good in our eyes. We're all right. Yeah, me too. He's a little younger. He'll be with you. Steam and Seam is what I used on my workshop applique project. There we go. Is it exactly like Heat and Bond, or no? Because Tracy says you can maneuver stuff around, so it's sticky but not like super sticky. Like it's not gonna. I'm assuming it's tacky, and then you heat it and it melts it. Is that it? Hello there, Miss Nadine. How are you doing, my dear? Okay, we're going to cut another one of these rings out. There we go. Okay. That's what we got so far. This won't take long. I don't think so anyways. I do need to put some of those rows behind me here. So I think what I'll do is I'll take a break from this to put some of those rows behind me so I can finish that quilt top off. So, okay. But that's what we will be doing. Yeah, I have too, actually, for quite a few years. I think before, no, I'm not sure if it was before our own channel or not, but keep your fingers away from the blade. Have nice constant pressure. And there we go. Another pretty little piece for the pile. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to tuck this away for the moment. Okay. We can cut out more pattern pieces as we need them. But like I said, I want to get some of those blocks together behind me here. So let's pop these into here. In my bucket. Just gonna tuck it, I got it in my bucket. And we'll get our first 2 top rows here. We'll get them and open them. And we will sew them together. Look over you. Stitched together, Amanda. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, too. Welcome in, my dear. How you doing? Welcome, welcome to the Mama Pop Quilt Shop. Yeah, it's repositionable. You can easily change your mind before you iron it. Cemented. Oh, I'll have to fiddle with some of that because all I think I've ever played with is the heat and bond itself. And once you put any sort of heat to that, it literally is bonded. Bonded. So the winner of this project was Della Badger. This one here of the June Scrappy behind me. Oh, of course, we're starting up July's right now. We just put in a couple little ring portions of it. But I would like to try and get this top at least sewn together today too. So for a quilt, you would need a lot of paper arcs. I'm doing 16 blocks. So you can do as big as you like. I may do more, but at this point, like 16, hold on, was it 16? Hold on. I think it was. I could be wrong though. I have been wrong before. It's not often, but yeah, because actually I think I wanted to see what it made block size wise, because I don't remember if I read that in the pattern. I probably did, but you know me and patterns. They're just a guideline. Okay, all right, let's sew those 2 together. And then we'll sew those 2, those 2, those 2, those 2, those 3. Okay. This is outside. Look, it looks like it's clearing up a little bit. Where's the milk housers? I can't really see them. Oh, they're way up in the top field there on the right-hand side. Wonderful, getting in some sewing time. Fantastic. Saturday is always a good time for sewing. I like number 3. Please share and love. I like number 3. What did I miss? I like number 3. What did I miss? I feel like I'm missing something. The Battle of Enzo is on. Round 1. Heli, Enzo. Pew, pew, pew. That's Enzo with his little paws. Pew, 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 pew. Hey, Irish Quilter, welcome in. Working on Christmas. Oh, Christmas in July. I think we did that one year. We did something Christmassy in July. And then Pop says, I don't want to be reminded of it. I'm like, okay, so no more Christmas in July stuff. That's how it became. Sorry. Fluffs. Oh, hold on. I want to do my scene bigger. Well, I'm going to go back to 2.4, 2.5. Okay, hold on. Let's go here. Here. You're under a flood warning? I thought maybe as much, because isn't it, you're part of Texas too, aren't you? I heard there was unfortunately a dispatched place, a bunch of girls for camping. They got swept away in the waters, so. What's number 3 there, Miss Allison? Do you have a poll up on your channel? Does hold on, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, hey, what you got? What you got going on here, Bubby? All right. I just got home from the beach and we'll make my eggplant parmesan, watch the live for a while. Well, very nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. How was the beach? That's a good question, Lori. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. With this pattern here, which would have been included in the last few weeks' live streams, it would have been in the description below of it. It is a Bonnie Hunter Scrappy one. This one right here. This one I'm sewing together right now. That was the June giveaway. They had like 4 or 5 different like layouts for it. We have done it in the past, but not this layout that I don't think anyways. And I really liked this one. I think what I had in my mindset would have done better as more of a light and a dark composition of the colors throughout the layout, like to really see the lights, to see the darks, those sort of things. So no, I realized that you only had 2 likes on the. Oh really? Ah, hit that like button, people! Come on, what's wrong with you? Hit it now! Smash that like button. Or like the smash button. Whatever makes you happy. Do it. It's probably me too, because we're still dealing with this new modem, and I don't know how it's all working right. So, okay, let's go back to the desk. Ooh, heat you up there, buddy. Ooh, look at that. It turned out so pretty. Look at that. Matched up nice. Nice little square section. I like the little, like the second little, like off pattern that comes out of this one. Oh, that's pretty. I like that one. The maple leaves and the little, oh, the hearts and the Queen of Hearts, or Queen of Quilts there. And the little heart right there. That's adorable. You see 75 likes. Oh, okay. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate all you likers. I gave you 2 thumbs up too, Kay. It's going to be gorgeous once it's all together. With our scrappies, I literally took these materials right here. I cut 2, because honest to goodness, I could not see the point of cutting one 8.5-inch square for a project. I'm like, if I'm cutting one, most of my fabrics all folded in half anyways, because I was making sure I had enough to, like, it was a stash buster, not necessarily like the scrappy buster that we're doing right now for July. So I'm like, I'm cutting 2, because I can either use those squares to make the back of the quilt. So this is going to be the front and the back. These squares right here of the 8.5 are going to be pieced together to form the back of this one. And then whatever's left over, because there will be, is going to become a new quilt for Sophie Lofi on her bed. So, but I was like, I'm not just cutting one. I can't just cut one. I'm sorry. I gotta cut more. It's the one who wants to do the next project or prep for the next project. There's always going to be another project. There's never not going to be another project, right? So you made it a few times. I think it's such a versatile design to it, with that peaks and arches, that it in itself is just, it's a fancy half square triangle, right? You got your color here and your color there. So it's just a fancy half square triangle. So you can really do such, and half square triangle to me is one of the best blocks ever that you can work with. The pattern lays out that you can do with that, amazing. You can pixelate pictures as well, because you're putting, like, you know, chunks together. So yeah, I'm calling it Life's Path, but you know, whatever, right? It don't matter. But yes, here's 2 rows together. So okay, so let's put those 2 up. And then we'll grab another 2. I kind of like working 2 by 2 by 2 and then just adding the sections together, because then I don't feel like I'm flopping so much with one big quilt, right? You know. So here, let's just put this one here. Come here, you. Pot mowed the lawn yesterday. It looks so good. I love a good fresh mowed lawn. I love it. It looks so pretty. Oh, oh, hey, buddy. Where are you going? No, come here. Get back there. Just hoping, did I get them on the right path again? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is this one. And then this one. Okay. Once you join the stream, the likes do not pop up as people hit the like button, so refresh every so often to keep it. Oh, okay. All right. Updating iPad. Thank you. Appreciate it. Update. Like and subscribe. We can feel the wind picking up a bit. See anybody out there? Nope. Clouds are kind of moving fast, though. It's a pretty day. A gorgeous, gorgeous, lovely summer day. Oh, I was going to say, we look at the Sophie, but she's like, oops, not there. She's on the floor. Must be cooler down there for her. I'm not sure if Pop set up July giveaway or not. Hold on. Oops. I think we forgot about that one. Hold on. July giveaway. Oops. Oopsies. Okay, we'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed for Tuesday. Sorry about that, folks. Everything kind of went bonkered this morning when we had like 5 power outages last night. Whoopsies. Sorry about that. Hello, Crafty Zip Alive. Hello, hello. Just got back from dealing with some board stuff. How's everything? I am good. Hugs to you too, my dear. Much love to you. We have been working on our July Scrappy adventure, but I just wanted to take a few moments to get this other top of June put together. So we're just sewing a few of our blocks together at the moment. Okay. It's 30 degrees Celsius in my room, and the temperature went down after the storm. Well, I hope it does, and hopefully you get some relief. So, because that was like way too hot. Okay, let's grab our pin cushion so we can put our pins in as we come take them out. Well, hello there, Miss Mathgeek. How you doing? Good to see you, my dear. We are having a special member Zoom tomorrow. If you can make it, great. I will make a post on the YouTube post section, okay? So when it's open. I'm going to try to be early even for our European friends. So I'm going to try and be relatively early-ish. So we might catch Allison at the end of her night, and she might party all night with us. So... $23 here in Oxford. That doesn't seem too bad. That's like my perfect kind of temperature. Anywhere from like 18 to 26, 27. That, to me, that's okay. I'm right. I'm melting here at 26. Slept with the patio screen door open the other night. Dog and I loved it. Oh, what about the skeeters, though? Did skeeters get you? Or did you have the screen on? I hope, at least. 101? Oh my gosh, Lena. No way. 19 here. Yeah, see, that sounds perfect. That's like my ideal. Nice. I'll try to make it, but you know me and early. It's not so much. Well, it would be later. Definitely be later for you. So, but, I mean, early for you, but later for me. Nonetheless, if you want, just come on in. I'm sure somebody might still be there hanging out. So, stupid hot degrees here in Ontario. Yeah, it's lovely here. I honestly don't know what temperature it is at the moment. You'd have to Google Pictou, Nova Scotia to see what the temperature is, but it's relatively nice. Okay, make sure we got all our pins out. Okay, and then we'll go here. 23 is best temperature. Well, it's like you don't need a jacket and you don't feel like you're melting. You know, it's kind of just comfortable. And if there's a breeze, it's lovely. It's supposed to be 108. Oh my goodness. Oh my, that is just too much. That's too much. I guess when you're there and you deal with it, it's a different story. But when you think of it from like our perspective up here, that's like no way. We had a little cell phone holder in the car that was, you know, we 3D printed it. It got so hot here that it melted. It warped in the sun. I was like, oh wow, okay, well that happened. Okay, that center's good. That center's good. That one, I don't know what happened on. I may change that. That's a little off. We'll see. We'll see. Because you know what? Sometimes quilts are just meant to be the way they are. All right, take care there, Lucy B. Have fun. Okay, let's put this one here. This one up. Where's the other pin? Do. Here. Here. Let's grab these two guys. Oh, second. Okay, there we go. Those two together. And I dropped it in. Did it? Yeah. I was like, what? Whoa. We went to pop it in. So when we were headed to my fusion treatment on Thursday, it was like, oh, well, this ain't going to work. So I just ended up holding on to the phone. Propped it up in the console somewhere, but, you know, still, it's like, whew, yes, we've had some really intense heat, so. Well, where are you here? These are the right ones together, correct? Yes. I've been watching, I watched a series, it was Agatha Christie movie, or book turned into a movie, Towards Zero. It was really good. It was really good. I believe it was on BritBox. I think so. It might have been on Amazon Prime. But. Hey, BC Tracy, how you doing? Good morning, good morning. Sorry, feel a little melty here at the moment. This light's getting warm and I'm using the iron a lot, so. I have, you have the humidity there, right, Sally? I'm probably cooler in Arizona. The dry heat thing versus, well, that's it too. It's just very melty because it's so wet. It's a, you know, very moist. Moist here. Cheers, everybody. I heard a loud rumbling from the road. I counted at least 50 bikes through the trees. I missed so many. There could have easily have been 100. Likely a biker fundraiser. I bet. Good on them, exactly. We had one pass here last year. I just happened to be outside playing with Sophie. And it was like, it was like a 3-pack, and then there was a car. and then there was like a 5-pack, and then there was like 75. I was like, oh, wow. And then I felt like you dorks in the cars that had to burst right in between their little pack. You couldn't have just waited. I was like, hey, cool, good on you, right? Yeah, I think it was a fundraiser. So, fantastic. Actually, I did see in town they have motorbikes at 25 kilometers an hour. Cars are 50, but motorbikes are 25. I thought that was interesting. This is the first time I've seen it. First time I seen it was like when I went down to the post office. Yesterday. I was like, interesting. They have the motorcycles going at half the speed of the cars. Seemed interesting to me. Anybody want a lobster roll sandwich? You can get them down there at Logan's Fisheries for $18 for a lobster roll sandwich. Lobster roll, if you're interested. Welcome back. There's a motorcycle ride here in Alberta on Father's Day each year to raise funds for testicular cancer. It is very well. I bet it is. Could be on the WY2 annual Harley. Oh, maybe. Depends on where they are. Well, no, she would be in Ontario, so you never know. There's clubs all over, right? So I don't know. I saw this. I'll take a picture next time I go into town, and I'm not driving. Maybe because of the noise? I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Because they're a little bit louder than a car, right? So almost. We're almost there. We only had 3 rows to get together, right? If we went 9 by 9, so we have 8 seams, right? 8 seams to put together. Yeah, men suffer testicular cancer just as much as women do breast cancer as well, too. So, well, that works for me. I had to watch hundreds of them a few weeks back as there was a huge Harley funeral. Hell's Angels funeral. Okay, sorry. I was like, wait a second, where is she? Had to put that in perspective. I'm like, oh yeah, British Columbia. Hell's Angels. Okay, now put these 2 up on the wall and grab 2 more. I like these guys together. Okay. Okay, there's 3 left, right? Yes. Okay, so let's put this one here, and then let's get. Easier to get to. Actually, got them positioned right. We can make a mess. Leftover tater salad. Ooh, I should make some potato salad. I like potato salad. I have a big bag of potatoes. I can make me some potato salad. Sturgis, Wyoming has a huge bike rally, and they do all kinds of fundraisers there. Bikers come from all over the place and countries. Very neat. My husband and I drove my parents to his Navy reunion in Maine years ago. We ate lobster every day. I enjoy it. Here in Denmark, you will get very disappointed looking after bikers and expect young meat. They're either gang members of a kind or old men finding their second year. I want to be young again. That's funny. Well, he used to join Rally in Sturgis. He lives in Calgary, not too far, but he had to sell his bikes due to health problems. Yeah, that's unfortunately it, right? I ended up getting rid of my bike when I became pregnant with Marcus. I'm like, I can't like put him in a baby carrier in my back and ride around on my bike. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess this part of my life is over for right now. So I sold my bike. So. Lobster is good. It is very tasty. I didn't pick up any though. I meant to, but sidetracked. All right, so let's get that row together, and then we add the one that's hiding underneath here to the top of this one. I know, right? I was laughing too, Allison. Get your motor running, and your denture cream. Go too fast, you lose your teeth. Whee! My son just got himself a bike and had a bad accident a few months after. He's okay, but has shoulder. Yeah, well, that's it too. You know, I've had a few road rashes a couple of times. I have seen people from Japan, England, Australia, just to name a few. Yeah, I would think so too there, April. It would have been definitely hard for him to stop. We use people on bikes when we go camping, usually couples, lots of storage on the side of bikes. I guess some of the mini units. Yeah, well, that's it too. Some have like little mini trailers that everything is like protected in. Some even have like little pop-up units that it's you can still sleep two people in this little tiny trailer that you're towing behind a bike. Or you got couples who both tow a trailer. Sort of thing. One's got the tent, one's got like the bags, everybody's got the goodies. Yeah, definitely. I did see that as part of adventure in Kent and I's life, but he never got his motorcycle's license, so I don't know if he ever wanted to do that. So go someplace and then take a tour on the bikes. That would be lovely. Go to Denmark and prove some hot chicks on bikes too. Boom, boom. Okay, here. Let's press this one, and then we'll add the other. And then we got a few more seams. Yeah, they do have lots of time to enter. Pop had it all set up last night, and then with the power outages, he had to go and reset it all back up this morning, and then I know actually he did it in the middle of the night, because I know he wanted to get it sorted, and it was awake because his CPAP machine, when the power came back on, and then of course went off again, which reset everything, so it was like, oh man. So, and I was like, whoopsies. Forgot about the July part giveaway. Well, at least we got the winner, though. We got that sorted. Winner for June. But yes, plenty of time for July to enter. We got lots of days. 2 small duffel bags to carry. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I adapted quite a few things for my bike. Things I could carry groceries home on or in. So I was very creative with bungee cords when I was younger. Okay, let's put this one. Okay, this one needed to have, hold on, this one added to the top, right? Yes. Okay. Let's pull that. Mostly over 50. Well, that would be me. I'm over 50. That would be me. I'm not sure. Well, there are some younger girls that I've seen. There's actually a couple of YouTube channels that I've watched that the guy younger people riding bikes. I would just say young women, but there's young men and women. So. All right, a few more rows and this quilt top is together. Yeah, we made it 9 by 9, so we did 81 blocks for this project. Okay, the block was only 6 by 8, I think 6.5 by 8, I think, in the end. Something like that. And of course, you can make it as big as, this is a one that's very versatile for size-wise. You can really customize it to whatever size you need. Just know that the block is longer than it is wider. So you always want to have probably more wider than you do long, right? So if you want to kind of square it out. So, all right, let's sew that one on. Let's just double check it is the right. Yes, it is. Bikes scare you? No, they don't scare me. I was young though, but, I got my motorcycle's license when I was like, you know, like 16. Well, hello there, Mr. Silent. Or sorry, hello, Mr. Sorry. Miss Silex, how you doing? Looper is super. Looper something. We're making a quilt. We just gave this one away that we're working on right now. June's winner was Della Badger. I'm sorry. Brain farted for a moment. I know, yeah, I do. I hear you on the weekends. Yeah, capybara. Crawl outside my shell now. All right, cheers, everybody. I haven't seen you on your husband's channel. Were you away? I was lurking while he was playing like Warframe. So I was like, okay, that's not really my bag of tricks, but I'll lurk here. So. I like the possibilities. It does, and it like if you click on the pattern from last Saturday when we were working on this one. In that link is a link. In that description is a link to this pattern, and it's like I think there's like 4 or 5 different layouts for it, and you'll find one that really likes for you, that you like the best. Depends on like what colors are you doing? A 2-tone? Are you doing scrappy? Is it all over? You know. Yeah, I was out of town for, a week after, exhausted, had to, oh no, that's not good. Whoa. Stress, heat, all of the above. I know some people are really, really sensitive when it comes to heat and humidity, and you with the Florida weather. The Florida weather. Oh, hey, awesome. Keep up content. Woo, woo. Where is my needles? Hello there, Lynn Bylas. How you doing? Good evening, LL and chatters. Got caught up on the garden, lost track of time. I'm good. It's a lovely day here in Nova Scotia. We got some cloud cover, but that's about it. It is a little bit muggy out. I'm trying not to turn the air conditioner unit on, but at least it's there, and I have it, and I'm very happy to have it. And when it comes to those melty days, I will use it, but today is not one of those days, so it's okay. Okay, now let's go back to the desk, and we will press this out, and then we'll add it to the other ones on the wall. And hope everybody's having a great day. But here in Orlando, oy oy. Well, I have to put you on my visit list. I'll be down there in September. Do you wanna say hi? Do you wanna hug? I'll hug you. Serious. Come down in Orlando in September. It does say July. Where the heck was I? I'm in September. Born to be wild, exactly. Hey, Donifay, how you doing? Just getting here. Had a So Yeah Club meeting this morning. Very nice. How are they? How's the So Yeah peoples? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yep. I'll be down there for about a week. Pop has a conference to go to, and I'm tagging along. Like the leech I am. Let's put these two together. Actually, you know what? Let's build from the bottom up. Let's be like a house and build from the bottom up. Okay. Because we all know the importance of a strong bottom. Ooh, hey. Might just have to do something about that. My sister is in Orlando. Yay, there we go. I'll go visit her. You send me her address. I'll go hug her. I said, this is from your sister, Annette. She'd be like, what? Back off, crazy lady. Back off. Oh, take care there, BC Tracy. In the depths of my laundry room stash shelf, I have a box of the pre-cut double wedding ring. I think that I ordered it from an Etsy vendor in Tennessee back in 2000, mid-teens. Got it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You should get it done for November when it's your anniversary. There you go. Or start it there. Okay, almost there. Yeah, we were going to do 64 blocks for this project, but it just seems a little bit too small for me. So I was like, oh, let's do big. Let's go big or go home. So we went big. And then we went home. Talk about, oh, they have your... I know what you mean. Good foundation. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding, right, Flo? Totally stuck with me. Yeah, we just celebrated 30-year wedding anniversary there, Silex. Popping out. Our Canada Day, July 1st. So, 30 years. Could have done a shorter stint in San Quentin. Thank you. I'm not hiding it hardly, but luckily I'm mostly in the positive person. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's hard to get you down, you know. But sometimes when you're down, it's hard to get back up, too. Hold on. Pain my contusions. And this is why I love walking feet. 23, nice, awesome. It's a long time to love somebody. And to have them love you in return, right? You know. I just got paroled after... Lori. You had a longer stint. You must have been a bad girl. I'm glad you can laugh about it now, though. I working on 20, so I know that, yeah, exactly. It takes a big commitment to, you know, share your life with somebody like that. You know, all the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the yucks. There's a couple more rows and this June quilt top is done. Ready for Miss Della Badger to tell me what her favorite colors are so I can choose some threads. See, exactly. You got to celebrate yourself too. You know? Exactly. I'm glad you do. I'm sure my sister Elizabeth does as well. You know? I'm sure she celebrates. It's been, 24 years free of her. Hey, Noreen, how you doing? Welcome in. Just popping our blocks together for the June Scrappy Adventure giveaway. I'll have the code ready for Tuesday to sign up on it. So hold on, let me get. Hold on, let's lay this here. There you go. Oh, look how pretty it is. Okay, and let's grab these two up here, and we'll put those two together. Okay. Doo-doo-doo, boop, boop. Doo-doo-doo, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo. Inspector Gadget. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Had that song in my head, and I don't know why. It's annoying. So I'm sharing it with you guys. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Is this the right? It is! It is. Okay. Let's pin these last two. Solo now? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Annette, but I'm glad you're doing good solo. Eventually, we will all be there. Riding solo. Just trying to line up those seams right where the block meets, where the little 4-pack kind of meet, and then along the long edge. Hey there, Marie France. How you doing? Welcome in. There we go. Then just one more seam after this one, okay? I'll get you next time. Okay, what? One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Kidding. I'm not. Oh, hold on. Where's the change? Nope, that's the one I want. The thing that I love about Scrappy Quilts is you can toss everything together. When you're normally looking to make a project for a gift for someone, it's got colors that you want to go with it, right? It's a theme, or it's a palette or something like that. When it comes to Scrappy, it's like no holds barred. Everybody's in the pool, fighting for, a piece of the action in the quilt. And I think sometimes those are more outstanding and bright and cheerful and speak in just higher volumes than sometimes just like a normal quilt. And there's some patterns that scream Scrappy. Like it requires a Scrappy kind of feel to it, right? Like when you do like a patchwork, I like, Scrappy for patchworking. Oh, there's the needle there. Savvy D. I am close on the bobbin, though. Good tip. Oh, the lady that you made the owl quilt for there, Sammy, she left a comment on the Long Arm Wednesday. I was like, oh, that was so lovely of her. I felt truly honored that she took the time to do that, to make a comment on our video about her quilt that you gifted to her. It's lovely. Okay, let's flip you to the side. Let's put you here, and then we got one more seam. Okay. Just because you've seen all those fabrics before, or they were used for something, from a curtain to a table runner to just a block in a quilt or something, right? Like, I don't know. There's just so much. There's just so much to see in a scrappy quilt. Sorry. It's like a bit like an I Spy. I spy with my little eye a seam that doesn't line up. Oh, Tree of Life kit. Oh, who else has that one? Was it Tracy Wick? Were you doing that one too, Tree of Life? I thought it was one of the Tracys. Maybe it was Tracy Provis? Okay, now we need to add this one to the top here. So let's flip this guy back around. These should, in all intents and purposes, line up. Yes, they do. Okay, so let's flip this one. Let's flip it. Flip it good. My daughter showed her the video. Oops, sorry, hold on. Hold on. Of it being long-armed, and she insisted on making her own YouTube account just so she could comment. Oh, how lovely. She's like, I am the happy recipient of this quilt. And I was like, oh, fantastic. I love to hear from the recipients. You know? When all your hard work and love go out to something and it's just like, oh yeah, thanks, whatever. No. I want big thanks. And you have one of our scrappy collections too there, Lee Allen, the green one. I think it was the, wasn't it the binding tool? Kind of made arrows. I just remember the arrows in the dark green fabric. Was like one of my favorites. I just wished it was a little thicker, but it was such a pretty green. I had such a good time working with it. Good memories with that one. Lots of pretty color. I'm going to move to the hottest place in America. Where's that? Where's the hottest place in America? I don't even know where that is. Yeah, right, Gwenny? I'm curious too. Where is that? And hi, Naiku. Good to see you. Okay, last seam, people. Last seam. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Hold on, make sure it is. There's no blocks behind me. Okay. It is the last seam. Oh, flip the other way. Phoenix. Oh my gosh. Phoenix, Arizona. You're gonna be melty, Naiku. You're gonna be melty, Naiku. Is that where a job is taking you or something? There is nothing better than getting a gift from someone that took time to make because it's full of... Exactly, Shelly Sews. You betcha. Right there. 100%. For school. Nice. Excellent. Education. Never ever stop learning. No matter what the age. Always be willing to learn. That's what we're here for on this planet, you know? Is how much can we absorb knowledge-wise? I'm at temperatures right now. Bake me some English banana bread on the steps. I used to think it was like people, oh, you can fry an egg in a frying pan. Oops, looks like we're oops, off kilter here a smidge. Did we get, oh, we did. We got a little off kilter there. Fry an egg in a frying pan, and I was like, nah, that's never possible. And it was one time in Calgary, it literally got that hot. It was like one of the news anchor people literally took an egg and just cracked it in the frying pan that had been sitting on the sidewalk. Okay, let's fix that. There we go. I know Miss Lois is busy, probably putting 5-inch squares galore together, but is there a way that she would like to share what she's working on? And is there maybe a link that people could go and help if they wanted to? Like, I don't know what she's got going on. I just know she's got a big project ahead of her. Yeah, learn loads and get your sleep, you betcha. And be open to learning, you know. You can't be stubborn, right? You can't think you know it all, because trust me, nobody knows it all. All right, here we go. Let's take our pins out, because we don't want to get poked. No, we don't. We don't want to get poked. Oh, good for you. May the Lord light your path there, bud. You got the approval of Miss Gwenny. She also is a pastor. Hey, Audra, how you doing? We're just finishing the last seam on our June Scrappy project called Majestic Mountains by Bonnie Hunter, but we called it Life's Path because that's how I kind of felt. It was Life's Path is definitely a lot up and down. You got some high peaks and you got some low valleys. And once you appreciate those high peaks, you can understand a little bit more some of those low valleys. And then you look forward to the high peaks again. All right, here we go, peoples. Are we ready? Are we ready? Drum roll. Drum roll. Okay, hold on. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I'm going to flip it all around. Just going to go this way. Oop. Oh, that's a great cuddle quilt. Lovely. I think I'm actually going to put it on the wall sideways, so you can see it only. 96 total 5-inch squares for each. Oh, wow. Time for a big reveal. Okay, let's put this corner up here so you can see it all. It is beautiful glory. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Boo-ba-doo-boo. Ooh, I like. It turned out really nice. I don't know what it measures, though. It kind of almost looks a little bit squarish, but I know it's not because it's 9 by 9, right? So, I like it. All right. Okay, now let's put our other mess out. It's pretty. It's pretty. I'm quite pleased with it. So thank you. Okay, and so then we do have these ones done for this project so far. We started those off first before I put those together. So we have these ones here for our. It's a template. It is in the description below. It's called Scrappy Wedding Ring Template. And what it does is you have this arch here, and then you have like another triangle piece here. It's on page number 2. I just printed off page 1 as much as I could that I was trying to work with here. And then this part here that goes in this little curve here is going to be Scrappy Blacks. And then for the outside arch here is going to be like whites, Scrappy Whites, the best that I can do. Okay. right? So what we need to do is cut some more of those out. Now I have a goal finished cleaning my craft room. I get distracted with, oh, girl, I hear you. Shiny objects is like my worst enemy. Hold on. I don't know of link. I'm helping my sister's quilt ladies from church make napping quilts for Head Start students. They need 30 by August 11th. I'm working on 10 for now. Whoa. Whew, she got a third of it all. I wish I could help you. I don't think I get it down to you fast enough, unfortunately. Hello there, June Hansen. How you doing? There she is. She is napping away like the princess she is. Bluffs. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Happy to see you. I have finished my tea, but I have my water. And we are a little bit longer here today. We actually started a half hour earlier, and we're here near. I'm gonna have me a little snack store. So feel free to grab yourself a snack. Do not put pins in your apple, though. Love it sideways too. Well, it kind of gives it a little different effect, right? It's almost like Aztec-y, Navajo-y with the, you know what I mean? Like the top, middle, and then back down to like the archy, diamond-y shape. That's just it. It goes any way. You can have it any way you like, right? So, that is a very good question. I did that like way long ago. Like 25 years ago. A neighbor down in Harleysville, Pennsylvania showed me it. Cantaloupe. I love cantaloupe. Esther Stairs? Or Stars? Was that it there, Suzanne? Okay, I'm cutting out the arch. Okay, and we're going to add more color to them. It's just a rough cut. It's not exact or anything like that. It's just a rough cut. Yeah, it does kind of a little bit. That's the kind of I feel from it. Like blankets and stuff like that. There's a couple of blankets that when we were on our honeymoon in Cancun, Mexico, that have a bit of that sort of design going on in it. And I love it. I love it. Yeah, southern style Native American designs. Yeah, I get that kind of feel for it. That's pretty. Applicate a cactus on it and you're good to go. Watermelon for money. Are you ordering your groceries? Does everybody order their groceries now? I know we do. 90% of the time, we just order what we need right to the house because we're busy people, and if we don't have to leave, we don't need to. It's not like we're out and about anyways and then can stop by a grocery store. We don't go anywhere. We don't. I mean, not unless there's an appointment or something do we ever really leave the house. So, yeah, I'd say 90% of the time we order. I only went to the grocery store yesterday was just to make sure I got like fresh milk and bread and buns and stuff, just like bakery stuff that I knew was going to be fresh if I went in and grabbed it. And I was out anyways to the post office, so there we go. King size? What size was that there, Teresa? What size did you make yours? I did this one 9 blocks by 9 blocks. So so it was 9 by 9, so 81 blocks all total. Okay, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Beautiful scrappy quilts. Mine too, Barbara. I'm so glad people say that because I have to tell you, when we first did our first scrappy quilt, it ended up being a wedding gift. The red, this one right here was ended up being a wedding gift for someone. And that year, when I first started doing them in January and then in February, Pop gave me like the strangest look, like, why are you doing this? Nobody's going to like them. And I'm like, people like Scrappy. Let me just do it. Let me bust it. You know, let me just make things. Let me make things out of Scrappy material, of a collage of pinks and browns and greens and then blues and whatever. Let me just have fun. I got lots of material to play with, been given a lot, you know, so let me do it, right? And I had such a great time doing it all. By the time the end of the year, like by the time we got to like just before the black and white one, the dance floor, he was all in. Like he changed his mind from, it's really not interesting, to, wow, look at what you can make. Like it was the idea that he was kind of fluffing about, but to see the results was a whole different story, right? So it took him from like point A to point B to understand that with all these little bits and bobs, you can actually make something really beautiful, right? You just have to open your mind to the aspect that it is a scrappy quilt, right? So I was really quite proud of him, actually, to kind of overcome the ness and build something nice with the Jacob's ladder that we did with the black and white, right? So, okay, so we got a few of those ready to go. Let's get our material out and start building some more blocks. Hey, Christina, scrap quilts are my very favorite. I think they just sparkle with all the... Oh, that's what I mean. It's like an I Spy quilt, like right there. And because of the way that block is done, to me, it's just a fancy half square triangle, right? You flip and flop it all you like. I will sometimes go, well, that's it. That's the only time that I know where like we're down of lettuce or like I'm looking for beef. I hate it when you ask for beefsteak tomatoes because Pop likes a nice beefsteak tomato, and I like them a bigger one because I could take the center out or take the seeds out, and I could still feel like I got a tomato. You give me a little hothouse one, there are nothing but seeds in there, and all I'm getting is like the flesh of the outside, right? Because I can't have the seeds, so it's a little annoying. So yeah, if I'm asking for a beefsteak, give me a beefsteak, right? So. Where are major purchases and heavy items that go to the store for fresh items? Yeah. No home delivery available down on this end of the province, sadly. We dropped ordering groceries for pickup at the store just because there was so many mistakes every time. It just wasn't worth it. Yeah, well, especially there was one time I'd asked for ground chicken for myself because I don't eat beef or pork. I have a little bit of bacon, but that's about it. And they substituted ground pork for ground chicken. I'm like, okay, well now I can't eat tonight because I needed the ground chicken. Don't substitute one for the other. Like, and I said, like on the next time, can we do turkey instead of chicken? Don't substitute pork. Well, I think goodness there was leftover chicken breast that night for dinner, so from the night before. Beefsteaks are my favorite too, and I can usually get the seeds out pretty easily, right? So. All right, so here's our little center fabric that we've been putting in the center of our block so far. We've got 4 of them here. We've got a little maple leaf with a hockey stick there. Hold on, let's go to here. We can actually see them better. A little maple leaf with a hockey stick there. And then we got like a little beaver with his little Canadian flag there. We've got a little moose with her Canadian flag there. And then there's a little bit of maple syrup and a maple leaf and a hockey stick. Okay, where's our tools? There we are. Oh yeah, the donut incident. I don't think I laughed so hard in my life. Okay, so I think it was the second time we'd ordered for delivery. This was in Ontario, so this is at the old house in Hillsburg, right? I think it was the second time. So they have an image of just a donut, okay? So, and it said $1. So I thought, okay, we wanted to try the burgers that were substituting the donuts for buns. It was like a craze way back when, okay? So you had donuts instead of buns for your burger, okay? So we thought, oh, we'll try that. So here I am, I clicked 12, because I thought, oh, a dozen donuts, that's, you know, if the boys want 2 burgers each, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 2 for me, so that's 10, and then 2 extra donuts, whatever. So I said, okay, I'll do 12. So I clicked, make sure there's 12, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have 12 donuts coming the next day, right? The bag gets dropped off at the door. I'm grabbing groceries, taking them in. I'm grabbing groceries and taking them in, and I'm like, there's like a lot of packages of donuts in this bag. There's like 8 packages of donuts. I'm like, it's just literally a bag of donuts. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what the heck did I buy? I bought 12 six-packs. We had donuts for days. The chickens had donuts. The neighbors had donuts. I was like, there's like 2 bags of donuts coming. And I'm like, I only wanted 12. Not 12 packs of 6 donuts. That's a lot of donuts. A little bit too much for me. It was so funny. And the look on my face of the driver was like, you know, like, you ordered it, lady. And I'm like, I clearly did, but I don't remember. I think I would have remembered hitting the button this many times. But don't show 1 donut if it's a 6-pack. Put 6-pack donut. I would have only got 2. Yikes. Oh, actually, this is cute. There we go. Side. Hey there, Fern King. How are ya? Welcome in. We're just working on a little scrappy adventure for July. We do have a winner for June. Let me pull them up on my phone for the moment here. Because I had it all set. Here. And we can go there. So Della Badger is the winner of the quilt project that's on the wall behind me. Okay, Della Badger. And I will give you an email tonight, okay? So the question was, what scrappy quilt block would you like to see next? Or like in the future? And it was a log cabin. So how does everybody feel like about a scrappy log cabin? Hello there, Deborah Davidson. How you doing? But I got someone order. I swear I didn't eat, and we even went back to the website, and there was, yeah, it does not say 6-pack of donuts. It does not say that at all. I had them substitute laundry soap for toothpaste. That was the actual final time I ordered. It kind of makes you wonder, like, who's behind this, you know, thing going, picking all this stuff. Working on EPP, very nice. EPP Hexies. I saw a really cute project the other day with Hexies. It wasn't EPP though, but it was Hexies. Yeah, congrats to Della. I will send her a message later. We'll get back in the house. Hold on, let's grab some fabric. Let's do some blue. It's probably your favorite quilt block. Love to see it. Yeah, I would love to too. It's kind of like, do we start off with the base of black or red or yellow? You know, I guess not black. I remember getting in trouble in a quilt group when I did my neighbor Sue. I did her a log cabin, and the center was black. And I remember posting it on a group, and everybody ripped me a new one because the center was black. And I'm like, I didn't know there was a code for having a log cabin that the center had to be red or yellow. I'm like, where is that written? Where is that written? I can see that going elsewhere. So we're going to move that water. And take another bite of apple. Some gingham purple, like that. Okay, because that's our, check your junk mail there, Vicky. Check your spam or junk mail. Okay. Just in case it's there and you just don't see it. Ooh, some pink. Pink was just a little bit. Red or yellow to represent the hearth of the home. Black would just mean the fire is out. Well, I didn't realize that, but yeah, they kind of were not so nice actually. I think I actually left the group. I was like, if this is the kind of, you could have just said, oh, normally, traditionally, they're done with this, like you just said right there, instead of like ripping me a new a-hole, because they literally were like, were ripping mean. You did it wrong. It looks ugly. Okay. Wow. I'm leaving this group. I don't need that kind of stress in my life. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Ooh. Let's do. Well, hold on. What's this? Let's do a little bit of this. Oops. No. You checked? Okay. I'll talk to him. Yeah, I do. I understand that now, but I just didn't realize there was like some sort of a code at the beginning, right? But that's why only log cabins were done in such a manner, right? That's new. I just sew things for fun. Let's see, what do we have here? Well, that's cream. I guess that'll do. Oh, okay. That's a piece of something. There we go. Put that there. What? I tell you what, Elle, you make me a scrappy quilt in log cabin design and you dictate the center block. I'll love it. Send it soon, please. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Oh, is Ellie leaving? Okay, miss that. Sorry. Bye, Ellie. Bye. Hope you feel better. Hope everything gets better. Alright, can I do that in there? Yeah. Right there. Just a little tip of orange there. I know, right? My quilt projects, right? Just for the controversy, right? Just to say, I did this. I broke the rules. Oops, there we go. Alright, so that fits all the way there. We're just going to tack around these two corners here to keep our shape nice and pretty. I know, we're a bunch of rebels, aren't we? It's like if somebody makes a rule, we're just going to break it. Like, you can't tell me what to do. Here, let's go. Let's find some other things in here. What can we find? Oh, there we go. I like that. That's also from our, oh, that was actually from my, my casserole cover. My casserole cover. Stay away, quilt, please. You know, it's okay. I mean, everybody's got an opinion, right? So. Oh, that would be kind of cute. Especially if you got like a specific like fabric that would do that specific cut, right? Like, let's trim this up a little bit. Oh, okay, is that going to do the whole thing? What is going to do the whole thing? Okay, I cut that one a little bit longer. Okay, now we will take it to the center here. Let's clean up some of this scraps so we can get position for new scraps. Okay, let's give this a little press. Press it all down and happy. Everybody has an opinion, but they're wrong. Exactly right. I think I said one time on the stream, everybody has ears, and someone took it as rears. I laughed so hard. Did you say everybody has rears? I went, no, ears. And they're like, everybody's different, everybody's has them. Like, opinions. Everybody has ears. Everybody has an opinion. Thought it was funny, though. Rears? No, ears. There we go. Smooth as butter, baby. Ooh, ooh. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it's a cute little moose. Yeah, little moose with a rod. Okay, so what do we have here today? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got quite a little stack going on here. All right, let's grab another one. Get our little buddy right there. Get our little beaver in the flag. I'm going to scoot him up just a smidge. Okay. Let's get some this fabric. There we go. Ears and rears, right? And the moose is cute. I really love this fabric. I was like, oh, we gotta incorporate this somehow. So, yeah, I mean, come on. It's all Canadian. It's beautiful. I heard the fireworks warehouse in California, it all went up in flames yesterday or the day before. I hope nobody was hurt. I hope nobody was hurt. Okay. Let's see, what do we have in here? Oh, let's do that. It's got a little bit of a fireworks on that sort of display. Okay, let's put that there. I just posted a log cabin quilt I made on your Facebook page that I made with Crown Royal bags. Oh, see, my father-in-law used to be really into Crown Royal. I know my mother-in-law made him like a blanket of them all put together. But yeah, I've seen some quilts for sure. You gotta drink a lot of booze to get that. Let's get some purple gingham. I like some purple gingham. I think I had me a purple gingham dress when I was a kid, and I just loved it. I think I wore it out. I think I wore it so much that my mother said, you can't wear that anymore. I love it. I actually thought about when I got this chunk of fabric. It was actually for one of my niece's projects, like way back in the day. That I thought, oh, I should get some more and make myself a nice little purple gingham dress again. I'd want it to be like a maxi dress or something like that. It's nice and long and comfy. A little empire waist or something. My hexies are scrap. Nice! What size are you going for your quilt there, Fern? For your scrappy hexes? Or you just make it like something like that? Opinions are like rears. Everybody has one. And they Suburban. It's hilarious. Got enough here? Yeah, we do. Okay. Grandma was a rebel. She used colors in her wedding rings, not white. Well, that's right. Exactly. You got to be creative. The color's there for us to use, right? Will that fit? It does. Just by the hairs of her chinny chin chin. Alright, let's build out on the other side here. Alright, let's do a little of this. Is that gonna be enough to cover? Yes, just. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, our Facebook page is Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Go check us out. You can share your stuff there. It's always nice to see what people are up to. Oh, why did that? That's weird. It didn't sew there. Weird. Weird things. Oh, you know what I just noticed I didn't do was up my stitch. Whoa, whoa. What, whoa. Is that going to be enough? No, I'm shy. I'm too shy to shy. Hush, hush. I do want. I wanted to, I will be at this for That's an understatement there, Fern. That's an understatement. We'll see you in a few years. But I do understand the love for hexies and the English paper piecing for sure. We've got quite a few people who are absolutely love that sort of environment of making quilts and pillows and bags and adding decorative stitches to, you know, jackets and furniture. And okay, let's get here. Yeah, something like that can look super cute. Could be I Spy, yeah, for sure, definitely. I love a good I Spy quilt. They're not just for kids, you know. It helps keep the mind active, no matter what age. So keep your hand away from the blade. Always pushing away for you, never cut towards you. Beautiful. These little bits go off to something else. We've got another lovely one. It's black and white. Let's try not to do too much of that. Let's grab some of that. We've got some of this. What do we got? Oh, we got a little bit of red gingham. We like that. We like the red gingham. Need some other green. Need the fruit. What else do we have here? Oh, let's grab some of this purple. Love this little purple with the swirl on it too. It's lovely. Got a little bit of burgundy. A little bit more red. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. Let's yeah, that's true, because it's such a nice handy project for traveling for sure, English paper piecing or anything hand stitchy wise. So, okay, so another back of this one. That there. Let's start off with this dark burgundy. Put it there. Yeah, we restored a few heirloom quilts here at the quilt shop, and it's so nice to be able to save them from a landfill, right? Like, it's just, you don't want them getting tossed, or someone using it to, you know, catch, so they can lay underneath their car and change their oil or something, you know. That's not why. That's not why. Doing dishes and laundry, my two not favorite. I know, I have to do the dishes too. I didn't do them yesterday. I think the day before too. So, and our dishwasher's still kapoofied, so I'm the dishwasher. It's like, whatever. It can be a weekend job. I don't want to deal with it right now. It's not my favorite thing to do either, so it's like I push it off to the very, very last. Like, anything else. Can I do anything else? Don't make me do the dishes. Actually, I don't mind washing. It's the drying I dislike. The drying and the putting away. I thought it maybe about taking it and checking it. See if I could fix it, but I'm not very handy that way, so. Oh, we're good. We're good. We should be good to the end of the show for today. So, at least I think so. What do we want here? Oh, is that going to finish? Is that going to take? No, we'll do a little bit of that. There we go. That looks pretty. I like purple and orange too. Sorry, purple and red together. They look nice. Here. Just tacking those corners so that when we go and trim it all out, they're gonna stay down and not get like bent under or anything like that. Okay. I finally got my dishwasher to work, so that helps. Yeah, I bet. I would love to have ours working, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm happy to have dishes and hot water, so I can deal with the rest. Fruit. Some amazing fruit in here. Oh, there we go. I was like, wait a second, that's not the fruit. That's not the fruit. Rooty toot toot, that's not the fruit. Nice. That's the best part. There's like 3 of my favorite parts when it comes to a quilt project is printing off the pattern and getting all your fabrics cut and you're all ready to rock and roll when it's, you know, when you have so many of this to do. When it comes to this sort of project, it's obviously a different story. But, and then when the top is done like this, and then when you're finishing the quilting, when it's just coming off the long arm or you're just finishing the last little bit of the binding, that sort of thing. Those are like my favorite steps. And if I think to myself, I just need to get to this part, everything will be okay. Some more. What am I looking for? Some yellow. Things make go Things make go Just cleaned out my sink. Dishwasher is a pain in the tooth. Because I don't mind washing them. Oh my gosh, are you kidding? That's a lot. That's a lot of dishes for that big a family. No way, Jose. I can see the insistence on having one for sure. Weren't any papers working on someone else's quilt as an exercise in paces? Just the... Oh, that's true. When you just get a handful of blocks and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can finish that. I don't know, can I? Alright, got some water here. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Oh, take that block out of the way. So you certainly don't want the chance of cutting into that. Cutting into our hard work already. That would be silly. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm having chicken. Surprise! There we go. There's another pretty one. How many have I made today already? 1, 2. Let's see if we can actually see what's going on here. 2. Yeah, let's make a circle. There. And then we'd have all scrappy black on the inside, and then we'd have scrappy white on the outside. So that would be one block. Chicken. Yeah, leftovers? Nice. Street tacos. Oh my! My dishwasher has 2 arms, 2 legs, and a name. Laugh out loud. It's my husband. There's some people that's the wife cooks and the men clean up, or the other spouse cleans up and stuff. Yeah. Nope. I think those will look pretty. What do you got? 7 done? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 of them. What happened to our other little block thing? Did I tuck them in there? I did. Here we go. Mac and cheese. So yeah, exactly. Quick and easy. Yeah, eggs for sure. Eggs are good. Eggs are good to be quick and easy. I'd make myself like French toast or something though. A little bit of a gingham here too. Got this. Got some more of this rose. What else we got in here? Ooh, there we go. Pizza. Mmm. Actually, there is a cheese pizza in the freezer. And I could put some leftover chicken on top of that. Okay, let's put that in the center there. Put that there. Off and under here. Oops, I just shifted it everywhere. Of course I did. Hubby has brisket on the smoker, and I'm making a BLT pasta salad to go with it. Heck yeah! Nums. Nums. BLT pasta salad. So I'm assuming you just bacon, lettuce, tomato, and pasta? What do you make? Is it with ranch dressing? Caesar salad dressing? Give me the skibby jibbies there, Pauline. I need to know. Ooh, is that just by the hair of my chin chin chin. One of my favorite sandwiches is a BLT, for sure. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. But then I was saying, hey, can you, like, take the seeds out of the tomato? So I don't order it while I'm out. I only make it at home. Chicken strips, stuffed gnocchi, and Brussels. Brussels sprouts, you mean? Brussels sprouts? Brussels sprouts. The sprouts of the Brussels. Do we have that? Just we do. Okay. Whew. Okay. Nope. Do that right at the end. This one. Oh, thank you, Candy. That was Della. Della Badger won the June project, the Life's Path. The one behind me. We just finished putting the top together. We had the squares all ready to go. And I had some rows, just not them sewn together. So it looks really good. I'm very happy with it. Yes, the dressings is 1 cup of Hellmann's, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 2 packets of XO chicken stock powder. Salad has bacon, lettuce, and cherry tomatoes with pasta. That sounds delicious. I would not say no to that. I mean, my innards would, but I wouldn't. Green onions. Oh, yes, that really kind of enhances the flavor, for sure. The flavor. The flavor. Not to be confused with Flavor, the dude. Thank you, June. I really enjoyed it. I thought it came together quite nicely. It was. I think the hardest part was trying to do all the blocks first and then start laying them out. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry. Okay, maybe pass. It's one of the worst feelings, though. Yeah. So, and I think if I did it again, which I probably might, I would definitely do a 2-tone. I'd just go like do a light and a dark, and do one like that, and use a different layout. Let's get some teal. Let's do this. Is it gonna be enough? Probably not. Okay, so let's do a bigger piece. Very tasty. I was skeptical when I first made it with the chicken stock powder, but yeah, it was just flavor, right? That adds the flavor. You're seasoning up the mayo at that point, right? So. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. I love it. I think it looks really pretty. It's a good expression of color. I don't think it's too dark or too light. Obviously, the light is playing kind of a little havoc with it. It's showing a little lighter in colors than others, but it's got nicey peachy and pinks and all sorts of lovely little colors. Okay, let's see if we can chop this one off here. Yeah, well, if you actually go and check out the pattern link that's in last week's video or live stream and stuff like that, it shows you like 3 or 4 or 5 or 4 or 5 different layouts, and they're all 2-tone. It's like a reddy color and a cream color, and it just kind of gives you a vague idea of what things might look like, depending what layout you tried, right? So, okay, give her a go. You don't know until you give her a go. Next week we will do the center part and the outer part and go over how to work curves, because we're going to have to do a curve on the inside and a curve on this side too to make all these pieces fit, right? They're really pretty. I think they add a lot of complements to the pattern layout itself. So I think definitely doing it in a two-tone would be a smart choice for sure. So okay, I think I got 8 done. I'm happy with that today. We got the top done behind me, all put together. We got 8 of these done. So let's lay them out. Hold on, let's clean up this so we're not distracting from what we have done. Okay. And just remember, there's going to be a member Zoom tomorrow. I try and start it early as possible for my time. So just check out the YouTube message post spot for when we are a go. Okay. All right. So here, let's share all these pretty little colors here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are really cute. We got a little theme going with the Canadian fabric right in the center, which I love. Okay. Hey, Donna Ritchie, how you doing? I struggle with curves. I didn't understand them for the longest time. I'm like, I understand bias and the curves with the bias and stuff like that, but I felt like it was looking a little wonky. So I did the clamshell and I turned it into a pillow. There was no way I was doing a big quilt about that. Nah, I'm not learning, and there's no I was committing to a big quilt. So I just did a pillow. It was like yay by yay. There's a video on it somewhere way back when. And I actually appreciated it. As much as I struggled with it and I had lots of pins to pin the curve. I mean, I'm a pinner person, so I'm going to pin a lot. Some people can just place it here with the one piece and place it there with the other piece and then scoot it all along, and it's gorgeous. I don't have that talent. So I will pin as much as I can and then possibly do a tiny bit of squaring up afterwards, right? So I may have to. It's really cute. It's free. It's in the link below there, Shelly Sews. It's in the link below. It's a Scrappy Wedding Ring Template by Sewing Up, Teresa Down Under. I've only printed the one page that I knew I was going to be working on these for, and then the other templates. You know, this is page 1, and then the other one is the other piece that goes around this way. So like the corner piece, kind of looks just like that. So somehow that got shifted in the printing. That's kind of weird. I just noticed that. Mrs. Bod corner there. Weird. Interesting. Does anybody have any questions about this? Sorry. There we go. Any questions about this? And I appreciate 3 hours of your time today, people. Thank you very much for being so kind and gifting me your time. I really appreciate it. I began sewing at 8. I can sew set in sleeves, and I like pins a lot. I do. I pin a lot. I like in the middles, and the quarters, the halves, whatever. When it comes to a circle, you just want to do, you know, the best that you can, right? So I bought the Drunkard's Path Ruler a couple of years ago, but still haven't tried it yet. That's actually was one of the ones I worked on too, and I didn't find it too bad. I didn't find it too, maybe because it was a bigger piece of fabric. I did it by 10-inch squares, so I did it that way. Aw, thank you, Gwenny, for saying that. I appreciate it. I was just giving back to you guys. You guys give to me so much, and I just want to share the love right back at you. So, yeah, we'll see you in member Zooms if you want to hang out tomorrow. Great. If not, that's okay. We'll see you on Tuesday for Stitch Tuesday. I think we're changing the name to Stitch Tuesday now, because not everything I've been working on has been cross-stitch, as I've been told by people. So, whatever. So Stitch Tuesday, and then we have our normal regular member Zoom on Wednesday, where I'm continuing to work on the member quilt. I can show you one block here right now of what I am working on, and it's quite beautiful. Okay, so, and if you would like to help our channel out, you just have to join and be a member. Hit that little button down there somewhere, and you get a chance to win this quilt that I'm working on. And these are the colors, and that's one of the blocks. And there's many, 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 many blocks. Isn't this pretty? It's a very pretty color collection. It is a dark gray and a pink. So if you want to get a chance to win this quilt, we still got quite a bit of work to do, but yeah, you just have to be a member of our channel in some ways, somehow. Helping our channel out. You get a chance to win. I had a great time with everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Big hugs to you. Stay out of trouble. I know it's hard. Yes, and congratulations, Della, on winning this beautiful quilt here behind me. Isn't that pretty? Looks really nice. Nice size, too. Of course, you can make it bigger. You know, that's up to you. Make 100 blocks. Make it 10 by 10. So, it is pretty, isn't it, Suzanne? I love it. I love it. Another great live. Thank you all. Got to make pizza and take care of everyone. See you around. You big hugs. Big hugs there, Lynn. Big hugs. It is gorgeous. And the pattern layout, there's actually another block that goes with it. And just ask anybody who's been watching me put it together on the Wednesdays. They'll tell you it's a stunner piece. And I've had it up on the wall behind me laid out. And they're like, oh, I have a few people who are eyeing it, though. So that's okay. Better chances in the lotto. So you all enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you very much for your time. Sophie Lofi says bye. Don't ya? Are you done? You kaputs kapatzoed? You out of here? I'll see some of you people tomorrow, okay? See ya. Have fun. Love yas.